My man Nate, man, shout out to Nate, bro.
What up? What up? What up? Ladies and gents, boys and girls, you are now tuned in to a brand new video of Sportsway with Dre Day podcast. I am your host with the most, the Hood's ESPN, Crystal Street's very own Dre Day. What's up? What's up? What's up? Once again, thank y'all for y'all continued support of the podcast. Keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. If you haven't already, it's right there on the bottom of the screen. Subscribe to the channel. Also, hit that notification bell so that way once the video is uploaded, you will get a notification letting you know I dropped a new video. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, tell a friend to tell a friend, all that good stuff. Man, oh man. This video here, this was not a video I wanted to do. Trust me, didn't want to do it, right? However, you know, with Caitlinclark having these historic performances last night against the Seattle Storm, and then before the All-Star break against the Seattle Storm again and the Connecticut Sun, you know, her worshipers and, you know, her handlers and even some friends of mine, right? Like some friends of mine that I know very well, they felt so comfortable sending me videos and sending me posts of her performances. So this was not something I wanted to do, but since y'all want to do this, we gonna do it. But we're gonna do it the real way. We're gonna do it the real objective way. We're going to keep it very real and very truthful over here because that's what I do. Now, I'm going to try to do this within a half hour. My soaps is about to come on. So, you know, I got to watch old Victor Newman on Young and the Restless before I go to work. You get what I'm saying? So, yes, Caitlinclark has another, like I put in the title, fraudulent performance against the Connecticut Sun. I mean, not Connecticut Sun, the Seattle Storm. And what's ironic about this is this. This whole thing started after that shitty ass performance against Golden State. We all remember the shitty performance she had. She lied about an injury. She lied about a leg contusion and all that crap. We saw the infamous crash out. And then they had a day off, and then they played Seattle. And she had that 45 and 10-point performance, right? The following game, they played the Liberty. She didn't play very well. She played very bad, to say the least. The reason why Liberty lost that game was because of Kelsey Mitchell. Caitlinclark had nothing to do with that victory. Now, yeah, she scored her 2 3-pointers at the end of the game, but that was in garbage time. Like, that shit don't count. That was stat pattern, if you ask me. Didn't even want to speak on it. I left everything alone. Like, I'm like, all right, All-Star break is about to come. I'm not even trying to speak about this girl no more. I'm trying to leave it alone. They play Connecticut. She puts on a performance there. Try to leave it alone. All-Star break comes. Of course, I'm going to watch that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see how she does, and I want to see how everybody else does. I already did a video about that. Left that alone. Then we get to last night. Against Seattle, I believe she scored, 31, 32 points against Seattle. And, of course, my phone rings off the hook with text messages of people sending me her stat sheet and yada, yada, yada. I'm like, oh, Lord, here we go. So then I said, you know what? I got something for all of them. I got something for all of them because y'all really don't know who y'all dealing with. Like, I'm surgical with this shit. Okay, I'm very, very surgical. Call me Dr. Dre when it comes to speaking about Caitlin Clark. And again, it's not from a place of hate. Contrary to popular belief, it's just keeping it real. It's just it's just being truthful. That's all I do. Now, I want to show y'all something real quick. This was something that I did my homework on when I came home from work yesterday. And I need y'all help with this. This was my homework last night. Now, excuse the handwriting, you know what I'm saying? Because it was brought to my attention that I have amazing handwriting for a man, okay? If you look to your far left, those are the records of the teams in the WNBA. Now, if you look at Seattle has played Indiana 3 times this year. Caitlin Clark is averaging almost 33 points a game, 58% from the field, 56% from the three-point line. Those are all the 3 games she has played against Seattle. Then 2 games against Connecticut. Connecticut is 7-21. She's averaging 26 points a game, 61% from the field, 53% from the three-point line. And now let's get to that one game they played against Chicago. She scored 32 points, 10 assists, 44% from the field, 40% from the three-point line, right? And now, if you keep going, like, just keep looking at all the bad teams she go against. Phoenix, Sparks, Tempo. Those are her numbers, right? Now, look, against the Sparks, she still ain't playing well. Look at that shit, 16% from the three-point line against the Sparks in the 2 games that they've played. Now, they've played the Sparks 3 times, but one of the games she did not play. One of those games she did not play. And I think it was the game immediately after that whole incident with Alyssa Thomas. Then look at that against Toronto. 13% from the three-point line, 33% from the field. Now, that's all her numbers, right? Against the low-tier teams and the worst teams in the league. Now let's look at those numbers against the contenders. Okay? 3 games against the Valkyrie. She's averaging 17 points a game, 34% from the field, 30% from the three-point line. The 1 game against the Aces, that was the night that Hove had his extra innings at Yankee Stadium, which I went to, and I'm still on cloud 9 about that, but let's stay focused. 12 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 45% from the field, 20% from the three-point line. Now, look at that game against the Wings. 25-7. That was the opening game of the season. The 1 game so far that they played Dallas. 39% from the field, 22% from the three-point line. Now, she's played the Dream 3 times. 23 points a game, 48% from the field, 36 from the three-point line. Not bad. Not bad. But you lost both. You lost 2 of those 3 games, okay? Against My Liberty, you played them twice. 14 points a game, 32% from the field, 29% from the three-point line. See, them numbers die down when you play against contenders. And then let's get to Washington. She's played Washington twice. 26 points a game, 40% from the field, 41% from the three-point line. And she had that walk-off against Washington as well. So I'm going to give her that. So if you look against those contenders, the only 2 teams that she's actually played well against is the Dream and the Mystics. That's it. That's it. Now, let me show y'all another one. These are the averages in total. So I hope y'all love my handwriting because I do. I took a lot of hard work in putting this together for y'all. This is her average against the Storm, the Sun, and the Sky. 30 points a game, 54% from the field, 50% from the three-point line. So basically, when she plays the shittiest teams in the league, that's her number. Those are her averages. Now, when she plays Toronto, Portland, the Sparks, and Tempo, she averages 20 points a game, 43% from the field, and 27% from the three-point line. See, them numbers is dwindling when she play those teams. And now let's get to the top 7 teams right now currently. 19 points a game, 40% from the field, 30% from the three-point line. See, I didn't want to do this. I really didn't want. I was trying to leave well enough alone. But since they wanted to act up, now we're going to show out. Like I said, she had a fraudulent performance. You played against the Seattle Storm. I'm going to give you props for putting up these numbers against the bottom feeders in the league. Hell no. Absolutely not. I would be a damn fool to sit here and just go nuts over a performance against those teams. Hell, ESPN does enough glazing. Did any of y'all get any crazy alerts yesterday about that performance? Because I know before the All-Star break we did, that 45-10 performance, ESPN couldn't wait to send out those alerts. And I'm supposed to sit here and celebrate that? Hell no. You're playing against the worst teams in the league. You better put up these numbers. You better put up these numbers. But you see how those numbers change when the competition get better? Now, I will say this, though. She got Minnesota coming up this weekend. I can't wait to see how she do in that game. I can't wait. We gonna see what she made of this weekend against Minnesota, because this is the first time they're playing Minnesota all year. And it's crazy that we got to wait all the way to August. The season started in May, and we had to wait all the way to August to see this game because we all been waiting for it. We've been waiting to see her against Olivia Miles. Well, not really, because I know for a fact they not putting Caitlin on Olivia Miles. Let's get that out the way. If she accepts that challenge, she will get my absolute respect. My absolute respect. But that's not going to happen. I'm almost certain they're probably going to put Kelsey Mitchell on her. It wouldn't surprise me if they even put Lexi Hall on Olivia Miles, because they damn sure ain't putting Caitlin Clark on her. But yeah, so you see what she does against trash teams, against low-tier teams, and then you see how she does against the playoff teams. And I'm supposed to sit here and brag over that? And I'm supposed to sit here and give her respect for that? Nah, we're not doing that. She got to show me more, because, again, from what I'm showing you, she has been inconsistent all season. And, again, I know how the play is. I know what's going to happen. Indiana right now is a top 4 team in the league. And I said this before the season started, so it's not like I'm making this up now. I said this before the season started. If the Indiana Fever are a top 3 team, Caitlin's going to win MVP, because hook or crook, they're going to give it to her. They're going to give it to her. If it's anybody on Indiana that should be MVP, it's Kelsey, because she's the one that's been consistent all season. But again, with the constant glazing by ESPN, with Congress interfering in WNBA works, all of that shit is going to play a role in her getting that MVP. So again, if Indiana is a top 3 team come season's end, they're going to find a way to get her that MVP. I'm telling y'all now. I'm telling y'all now. But listen, again, I didn't want to do this. I so didn't want to do this. But again, she wants my respect. The performance that you're putting up against Connecticut, Chicago, and Seattle, do that shit this weekend against Seattle. If you can duplicate those performances against Minnesota, you will get my absolute respect. I will stand down and I will soul clap if she puts on those type of performances. But we're going to find out this weekend, though. We definitely going to find out this weekend, because I can't wait. I can't wait. And you know what I find so ironic about this? We haven't heard anything about no back pains. We haven't heard anything about no leg contusions. We haven't heard about any of that. Why? Because they're winning. They've been playing trash teams. Now, when they start playing these real teams and she struggles, then the excuses are going to come. See, ain't no excuses right now. I haven't even been hearing about Stephanie White losing her job. Like, what happened to that? Like, ain't nobody saying nothing about that no more. Nobody wants to bring that up now. That's because they're winning. But when they was losing, everybody was calling for Stephanie White's job, but that's neither here nor there. But anyway, y'all hit me in the comments and y'all tell me what y'all think. Am I on to something or am I bugging? Because again, they love to bring up numbers. I just gave y'all the numbers. I'm going to show it to y'all again before I go because remember, I got to get ready for Young and the Restless. These are the numbers. Those are the numbers against Connecticut, Seattle, and the Sky. That's the one up top. Then look at that second one. You see how them averages go down? You see how those numbers go down? And then look at the one against the structured 7 teams in the playoffs right now. Not too good. So basically, if it was up to Caitlin Clark, she would love to play Connecticut, Seattle, and Chicago all year. If it was up to her, those would be the 3 teams that she'll love to play all year. She don't want no smoke with them other 7 teams. And the numbers right there show. Hove said, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. But again, y'all hit me in the comments and y'all tell me what y'all think. It's a wrap for this video. Once again, thank y'all for y'all continued support of the podcast. Keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so that way once a video is uploaded, you will get a notification letting you know I dropped the video. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, tell a friend, all that good stuff. In closing, y'all know how this goes. This has been another video of Sportsway with Dre Day podcast. Catch you on the flip side. God bless. Peace and love. Your boy is out of here.